In this solo episode of Shift Happens Catalyst Conversations, let me talk about making decisions and the different ways how to make decisions, including the way I make my big life decisions, such as selling everything, moving to Barcelona, or my recent going back home to Estonia, going back into this peaceful, simple, efficient country and leaving this here all behind. Both decisions, these big life things like dropping everything back home and coming here, and now going back, for me, they have been quite easy in some ways. I mean, of course, I had my doubts, I had my I'm not sure, but once I made that decision, I was like, okay, this is what I want, and this is what I will do. Sorry for closing my eyes, it is just so bright, but I want to be outside, I want to enjoy the sun as long as I still have it, because in 2 weeks I'm gonna be back home in Estonia. There will be spring, but it will be a lot different. And sorry for my voice, I lost it at Rome airport while I was coming back from Estonia. I had a small trip, and that's why my voice can be a little bit rusty. Or maybe it sounds sexy for you, I don't know. For me, it's a little bit like weird. Anyway, making decisions. Why do I want to talk about making decisions? Because I feel that every big change, every shift in your life starts with a decision. And this podcast is about shifts, it's about transformations, it's about starting new stuff. And I am your catalyst. All the people I talk to are also your catalysts. And they help you start different changes and shifts in your life. But it all starts with a decision that you want something different, that you want something else, and that you want to change. And once you have made this decision, you can start the journey of change. Because change is always a journey, it is always a process, it's not happening overnight. And I'm here only to be the catalyst, initiate and activate you, but you will be the person who goes through the change, goes through the process, and who makes it all happen. So first, you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision what you want and why you want it. And there are many different ways how to make decisions. So I guess many people have heard about this very rational mental way of writing out all the pluses, all the minuses, all the advantages, all the disadvantages, kind of like comparing and evaluating. This is coming from the rational mind level. Yes, that's one way. For me, this has never been very attractive. For me, it's always like, I don't know, I can do these pluses and minuses, but it's not authentic, natural for me. So that's why my decisions come more from different place, and I will explain this in a minute when I go more into the human design part. But I guess for some people, having this rational decision making, these pluses and minuses, if you like deciding whether or not to do something, having these pluses and minuses, or if you also like between two different things, this can also be the process where you just write out all the pluses, all the minuses, maybe also talk to somebody else about the pluses and minuses and just analyze. I guess for some people this can be very useful, for some people that can be the way, but I would say that it's not the way for me. For me, decisions, especially the big ones, the big life decisions like moving, they just come in a different way, because for me it's not natural, like I said. You can also make decisions based on your gut feelings, your instincts. And actually, gut feeling and instinct, I feel it's not just some kind of random woo-woo thing. Your gut feeling and instinct is also developed thanks to experience. Even if you don't know it on a rational level, your gut feeling is shaped by the experiences that you have. It's not just a random thought inside you, it's not just random tingling in your stomach. It's also something that is based on experience. And you know immediately sometimes if something is right or wrong for you. And if you are the kind of person who makes major decisions like this and it has brought you success in life, why not do it this way? So that's also one of the ways how to make decisions. You can also have somebody else make decision for you if you don't want to do it, but I don't think this is like the best way. I mean, I don't feel that this is the best way. And why I'm using this word feel a lot, it's because in my human design, I am emotional authority. So in human design, there are also different authorities, and the authority part of your design refers to the way how you make decisions. So actually, like half of the people are emotional, like me. So if you had a solar plexus defined in your chart, so that's another topic. How to read a chart. You can also watch my other videos about human design body graph. You can find it on my YouTube channel if you want to go deeper into your human design body graph and understand where you can find whether you are emotional or not. Or also, if you get online chart done for you for free, you can also see if you are emotional authority or not. Half of the people, 50%, are emotional authorities. And if you are emotional authority, it doesn't mean that you're making decisions based on your emotions or, oh my God, this feels good, okay, this feels bad, I don't want this thing. It's more about emotional neutrality. So, as an emotional authority, I have all these highs and lows, ups and downs, but I shouldn't make a decision when I'm like feeling super good and super high. And I shouldn't make a decision when I'm feeling super low, because I would be making a decision from this temporary state because emotions fluctuate, they flow. So that's why for me it's crucial to make a decision when I'm feeling emotionally neutral. Not here, not here, but here. Neutral, grounded, stable. And this is true for 50% of people because 50% of people are emotional authority. So in human design, generators and manifesting generators. So these types who have the sacral center, the second one from the bottom defined, they might also be sacral authorities unless they have the emotional solar plexus defined. In this case, they are the same as me, emotional. But if they don't have it, they are sacral. So sacral authorities, they have this gut feeling, this gut, or So they also make decisions quite fast because they have this inner knowing. The body knows. And this is when you can actually trust your gut. You can trust your inner decision making. And I would say that your gut feeling, it's not just like random woo thing. It's also based on your experience because this gut feeling is based on the things that you go through, the feelings that you feel, the things you learn, the people you meet. And it's actually like a learned thing. You're sharp on your gut feeling. And if you really listen to this, you can start also noticing when your gut is saying yes, and when it's saying no. So this is for the sacral beings, generators and manifested generators who are not emotional. They are sacral. There might also be mental authorities for projectors, manifestors, and this means that, for, I mean, projectors can be mental authorities in case they don't have any definition under the throat. So everything under here is undefined, empty, or the energy centers are empty, but they have the mental maybe defined or not defined. Then there are mental authorities, and in this case, they also making the decisions based on the thoughts and the head, the rational mind, basically. Projectors can also be self-projected in case they have the chi center defined. So chi center is about identity, and if somebody as a projector has this defined, they also like a sounding board when it comes to authority and decision making. So they need to say these things out loud, they need to hear them back, and then they can make the decision. Inside, they already know what they want to do, but they're gonna need to hear it back and forth. They have to have it said out loud and repeated. And that's how they arrive to this best decision for themselves. There's also the ego authority. So if the heart center is defined, there might also be decisions based on the ego, but actually it's the heart center. So the ego authority means that you're making decisions based on your desires and your will. So basically, yeah, you're making decisions based on your ego. But it's not like a bad thing. It's okay to make decisions based on the ego authority if you have it defined and if this is your main authority for decision making. Another authority is the lunar cycle, and this is only for reflectors because reflectors have no energy centers defined whatsoever, and they always have to wait the full lunar cycle, so full month before they can make a decision. They have to test out the environment, see the different options, and then it's like, okay, arriving to some kind of clarity. For people who are emotional like me, the emotional wave can finish sooner. You can come to this neutral place so much sooner. But reflectors, who are the lunar authority, they need so much more time. It really has to be a month, and then they can have the best decision made. They are very, very much influenced by the environment, so they really have to feel good in the environment that they are in. They really like have to sample different options and then arrive with this, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Emotional authority, sacral, mental, self-projected, ego, lunar, and there must be something else. What am I forgetting? Anyway, these are just some ways how to make decisions. Maybe you already know that, maybe you already feel this in your body, and maybe you are already connected to your inner authority. Yes, that's the inner authority. It's coming from you. Don't be pressured by other people outside you because only you know best what decision is the best for you. And it's very crucial to know that this is like really for you. It's not against you, it's for you. Any decision you make can be the basis of a big transformation, a big shift. I feel that every shift starts with a decision. You make the decision and then you start making things happen. Like I made a decision to come to Barcelona 7 months ago, and now I'm making that. I already made the decision to go back to Estonia because now I feel that I want this peace, simplified life, efficiency. I want less noise. I want more nature. So I really want to be in Estonia for the next stage of my life. I want a family now, and I feel that Estonia is the best place where I am the most grounded, most aligned, most balanced to really step into this new phase of my life. I don't have a partner. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I feel that this is the place for me because in that place my energy is the best. And I've also gone very deep into the why. So whenever you make a decision, I also encourage you to ask yourself why you are doing it. What's the impact? What is going to happen thanks to this decision? Go into the why, ask yourself 7 times, dig deep, and see what different layers are opening up for you if you make this specific decision. So if I go to Estonia, I know that I feel that, I mean, I'm more of this feeling personality because of being an emotional authority. I feel that feel very good there. I will be balanced. I will feel grounded, more at peace. My nervous system will be relaxed. And from that state, I can do so much more. I can be so much more. I can be more me. I can be more authentic. And from that authentic, relaxed, calm state, I can attract just the right partner that I want. It is also true that all this family thing is not going to happen like overnight. Maybe it will take like 1 year because when I find that person, when I track this person and I magnetize him to me, I will also want to have some time with that person alone, with my future partner, just to get to know each other, spend time together, and then build something amazing together. But we can't just get together and have a baby tomorrow. It's even biologically not possible. We will also need time to get to know each other and to build a very special, strong bond between us. I feel that the most important person, yeah, that's always me, and then my partner, and then comes the child. So first, I want to be very connected to myself. So I'm going back to Estonia. That's also why I'm doing all this. Why I'm again backing everything up and leaving the country, going back. And when I'm like at peace with myself, when I have a strong connection, then I can build a strong connection with somebody else, and then we can create new life. So I know very well why I'm doing this. I know my decisions, and if you are on the edge of making a decision, if you want to shift, really know what is your decision making authority, trust it, and make your decisions based on this. You don't have to listen to anybody else. You only have to learn how to start listening to yourself. That's the most crucial thing to do in life. Start somewhere, start listening to yourself and how you make decisions, and start noticing in what cases your decisions have actually brought you success and feeling of alignment and peace, feeling good. What kind of decisions make you feel good? Because you matter and you can start with yourself. You can't change anybody else, but you can change yourself. So any shift happens from your decision, from yourself, from your inner authority. If you want to make a shift, if you want to transform, start with yourself. And anybody else, they can be inspired by your example and they can come along on your journey. Or not. Maybe they're not meant to be with you. Maybe they're not meant to be on your journey. Anyway, make a decision from your inner authority and then go with it. Make it happen. That's it for this episode. I will see you again with some of the normal episodes where I'm talking to the amazing people that I have in my life, the amazing guests. So, see you soon.